Hey everyone, happy Faithful Friday. Listen, it's a blessing to be able to jump on, join you, and just talk about how good God was on this week. I know this week, one of my encouraging word of the day was just to hit the ground running. Hit the ground running. And so that's what I'm hopeful that most did on this week, that you hit the ground running, that you learn to be content in all seasons, and that you didn't let anything get under your skin. Today, I've got on my motivational tee, it says faith forwarding all issues to heaven. Because sometimes that's what we have to do. We just got to give it to God and go get some rest. This week was all about planning so that we could prepare to perform. Because when we prepare to perform, it puts us in a position to be able to properly execute. That's what it's all about. Being able to properly execute. So you don't have to keep going around some of the same mountains over and over again. Just realizing there's endless possibilities that are surrounding you, endless resources that are surrounding you. But you gotta be able to take note, take hold, and just go for it. I know for me this week, it was just a whole lot of work. I had a lot of work to do. I spent quite a bit of time at the gym. I got my 5 days in this week, so I'm feeling good about that. Got a lot of rest. I made sure that I was in the bed at a proper time, and I made sure that I stayed on track with eating right. Just a lot of days of having to say no, I shouldn't have that, and I'm going to pull back from that for now. So, this week for me was all about focusing on peace regarding decisions that I need to make. I know on one of the word of the days for the week, it was all about peace leading to joy. Some decisions, when we're prepared to make a decision, we know that we have no peace about it at all, but we still choose to make that choice. And unfortunately, sometimes we pay for those decisions. So just learning to pray about decisions that need to be made in my life, my family's life, those lives of those that are connected to mine, and making sure that I have peace over the decision that I want to make. This week was all about trusting in God's plan. That's what faith is all about. Trusting that God will be faithful throughout the week. He will see you through those tough days. He will see you through those difficult moments. He will see you through when it just seems like you are surrounded in fog, chaos, so much going on. You just have no peace. God will see you through if you have the faith to believe. Knowing that God's plan will require that we be patient. God's plan will require that we follow directions. Yes, we have to follow directions, even as adults. And we have to be patient enough to wait on that thing that we're praying for. Wait on that thing that we're petitioning God for to work out in our life. And just having the knowledge also when it comes to be able to recognizing seasons, recognizing the sign of the times when you should move, when you should sit still, all of that great stuff. So I'm telling y'all, it was a good week. I learned a lot this week. I had to be extremely patient this week. I had to be extremely in tune with making sure that I was putting on the full armor of God so that my mind wouldn't become overloaded with those things that, guess what? Few weeks, few months, few years probably won't even make sense. But I wrapped up this week just focusing on a statement that I've heard quite a bit throughout my lifetime, which was, but God. And that's and I've heard it. I've heard people say it. We get jazzy, but God. Just not really understanding that when you declare, but God, you're saying no matter what the situation, no matter what the circumstance looks like today, God has the ability to work it out. He has a plan. And it's just me saying that, you saying that, hearing the world says that, it's an anyhow praise. I'm going to give God a praise anyhow, because I know this is working out for my good. Listen, I just want to end this week's Faithful Friday letting you know, reminding you that you are enough. You are enough. You don't have to please everyone. You can be your true, authentic self, that you will survive the seasons that your faith is sometimes tested in. If you haven't had a chance, and I'm going to just give this disclaimer, I don't care whatever product it is that you're selling, you're promoting, you're encouraging. keep on promoting it. Do not stop promoting that thing that God has birthed in you. So, again, Seasons, it's still out there. It's not going anywhere. It's going to be there. But Seasons, it's still out there. If you haven't had a chance, get you a copy. This is just God directly downloading, pouring into me those things that obviously he wanted it to be a light to the world. And so I'm just being obedient and spreading my light. Walking in the gifts that God has granted me, the ability to serve, the ability to motivate, the ability to encourage, and to always see the bright side of life, because there's so much other stuff that we can focus on. Listen, y'all, it's the disconnect for most. Make sure that you do some things that your future self will thank you for, even if it's just getting some rest, getting ahead, disconnecting, reflecting on what you can do better next week. Do that. If you're out and about, make sure that you let your light shine. Why? Because your transparency is leading to so many others being transformed. This has been your girl 7. You know the drill. I'll see you soon.